Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the United Stand. I'm Adam. Welcome to the 8 o'clock show before the weekend. It's Friday evening. Hope you've all had a great week. Looking ahead, we've got plenty to talk about, as always, with United, and it is all about the man, Frenkie. Barcelona have set the price. Is that realistic? Are you bothered with spending that much? Does it really concern you? Let me know. Get your comments in our comment section live. We'll bring up as many as we possibly can tonight. Is this really happening? Is there being a spin put on this? We're going to get into that as well. Some people are saying United are fully on it in. I've heard it on Sky. I've heard it on different media outlets. And then some are saying all of a sudden, no, it's not happening. So we'll talk about all of that as well. But one thing that is real and one thing that probably is more factual in all of this Frenkie de Jong conversation at the moment is the fact that Barcelona have set a astronomical price, which is normal, which lead me into the worry and the concern of what Murto was saying again the other day regarding United will not be forced to pay a premium. No United premium, they're saying. We're not going to get taken to the cleaners for any player this summer. But if we want to back our manager, then we are going to have to seriously dig into the wallets, purse string open, and get this deal done, because it's looking like now, and your tweets will come up on your screen shortly from what I'm reading here. But tweet first of all from Samuel Marsden. Barcelona will listen to offers worth 100 million euros, equating to around about 85 million quid in English money, for De Jong after holding formal talks with Manchester United. I mean, a super chat straight up there from Sachin. Cheers for that, mate. He says, Damashev says, has reported that United are looking at other midfield options and will walk away. Frenkie de Jong valuation isn't agreed. How true is this info? Well, you can look at this one of two ways. You can actually look at it and go, Manchester United really want to back Ten Hag and will stop at nothing to get this deal done. You can look at it like I just said then, in what Murto said the other day. Manchester United will not be taken to the cleaners. They will not be overpriced in the market, and that is going to stay all the way through. If that is the case, does that mean that this deal does not happen at all for Manchester United with Frenkie de Jong? I already said it the other day. I literally said the day before Núñez, all it's going to take is a Liverpool to come in who have got they're in a better position than we are to come in and start talking serious numbers, as well as giving the player what he wants, and we're out of the equation. I never thought Núñez would happen. I still don't think it'll happen. The day after, when Liverpool came into the equation, I thought, well, it's exactly how I've seen it going. It's just talk. Now, you could look at it and you could say, well, Liverpool now in for a 80 million plus striker to benefit them, to actually improve their squad, which it will do. And they're already a formidable team, as we know. Manchester City already got Haaland over the line. Another one of the best strikers in European football right now. So Manchester United are sat there going, right, okay, we're going to have to maybe leak something out here. Romano's come out and said something that United have made an initial 60 million plus add-on euro offer for Frenkie de Jong. And then you're getting Howard Nurse coming out after that saying, well, no, that's true, we've not even made a bid. So why Manchester United just putting news out there? Are we spinning this? Are we spinning this for the fans just to give ourselves a little bit more time? I mean, we know Manchester United don't get transfers done quickly. We know how we are in transfer windows. You can feel the frustration starting to simmer already. And I sort of held back the other day on the show and said, look, let's see out this international break first of all. Let's get the stupid Nations League out of the way, get the players settled in, and then let's see what happens. The window officially opened today. And obviously teams have announced their released players, the players that are not going to be at the club anymore. But anyone who was thinking that Manchester United were going to be hitting the ground running once the window was open, or that would change anything, you're just thinking silly, aren't you? It's like that. Manchester United have offered Barcelona 60 million plus 10 million in add-ons. That's in euros. That is miles apart. Sky have come out and said, look, negotiations have started. The player now, Frenkie de Jong, is willing to actually come to Manchester United. I think it was Romano who said, look, Frankie's position has never been known. He's never let it know what he wants. He's kept to himself. He's kept private in all of this. So the rumours regarding Frenkie de Jong saying no to Manchester United, well, they're about as true as Manchester United actually making a bid and looking to actually buy anyone this transfer window. I mean, I do believe that Frenkie de Jong has every right just to see what happens. He doesn't need to rush, just buys his time. And to be honest, if I was him, I'd be doing exactly the same. You need to know how committed Manchester United are. If United come in and say to Barcelona, look, we want Frenkie de Jong, there's your bid and what you're asking for, and the player's going to go, they really want me. They really do want me. Then they want me part of this Ten Hag revolution, this rebuild that Manchester United are going through. But honestly, I've never seen United. I've not seen United do this for a long time. I've not seen United actually go in and just blow everyone out of the water. I've not seen them go and do what Liverpool and City have just done and have a deal of the magnitude of a Haaland or possibly what Nunes is going to happen soon for Liverpool. I've not seen United do that for a very long time. Like I've said before, it has to sort of fall in United's lap for a deal to actually get done these days. It's ridiculous. It's embarrassing. Andy and Bruno in with a super chat there. Cheers for that, mate. Even Adam, mate, if we aren't careful and don't get this deal done, City could nip in and grab him as Barca wants Silva, and they got connections in Barca. Very true point, mate. Very true point. This is what happens with Manchester United. We just basically say, and like the whole spin factor in all of this is, look, United are making the noises. They're putting the reports out there. They're letting these reports come and for everyone to see and read. So it looks like Manchester United are actually busy, but reality is it's not. We've not done anything. We've absolutely got nowhere near. It's like for us to actually come out and find the news out from what Howard Nurse has said tonight that there is no bid after someone like Romano said there was a bid. Do you actually believe anything that's coming out in the news right now and what anyone is saying? Because you look at it and you go, well, one is saying yes, one is saying no. Who do you believe more? True facts is, and the only facts that you can take from this, and the facts are the ones that hurt, we've still got exactly the same playing staff minus the 5 players that I think have already been released. And yeah, window just opens today. Let's see how it goes. But for now, you're looking at it going, it's just noise coming from Manchester United. No value in the market. Statement incoming. Cheers for the super chat for that one. Naveen, mate. Yeah, this is the problem with United. We're already coming out and saying, look, we're not going to get taken to the cleaners by anyone for any price player. These are premium players you're talking about now. Frenkie de Jong is a world-class midfielder. He is brilliant and he could really benefit Manchester United. And with Ten Hag's history with this player, it is a player that Manchester United, I think, would benefit from more than any other player coming in this window. It is priority target number 1. It's already been said. I'm just looking through some of the actual quote tweets here. And to be honest, Manchester United have contacted Barcelona regarding Frenkie de Jong. No bid yet, and club is adamant they will not overpay. Like I said, de Jong is regarded as ideal for Ten Hag's intended style of play, and midfield is top of the list in strengthening this summer. Yeah, Simon Stone, we know this is exactly what Manchester United need. Every single fan knows this is what Manchester United need. The midfield area is key. Forget about anything else. One signing at a time is all United are going to have to look at this, because I just don't think this club and powers that be within this club in terms of transfers and who's in charge have got the capabilities to do all these deals all at one go. We just don't seem to be able to do it. And for me, just get the midfield sorted. If it comes down to it and there's only a couple of positions that we've managed to rectify because of our ineptitude in this transfer market, like it is every summer, then you have to look at what is drastically needed more than anything. I mean, I'm just going to bring up one now. Ten Hag, this is on the United Stand Twitter feed as well, so all of these quotes and tweets are up there. Ten Hag has identified Manchester United's lack of creative passing in midfield as a significant weakness, and Barcelona, as they balance the books, are prepared to sell de Jong. So the weakness of Manchester United has been identified. We've lost 4 midfielders this summer. He's talking about the weakness that's left there now. We need a midfielder Stop messing around with anything else. Concentrate on this while you've got the time. The window is just open today. Get this deal done if you're serious about backing your manager, and then we'll start to look at other positions. Because let's be honest, Manchester United and the rumoured 5 players that are supposed to be coming in, realistically, I don't see it happening with the way Manchester United work. The players that we're supposed to be linked with don't look like simple deals, unless it's like a free transfer, a simple one where it's all about just contacting the player's agent, the player, and getting the contract signed. So if we're negotiating with a club and it's with another big club, this is a red flag for Manchester United. And United fans know how this has gone down many a times before. Just answer why De Jong would want to come here, says Hunter in the super chat there. Well, mate, why would Frenkie de Jong want to come to Manchester United? Like I just said, then he's holding counsel. He's not saying anything. He's not saying what he wants to do. He's kept himself to himself, and anyone who said otherwise, he's just clearly lying. Like, there's a lot of that going on right now. But why would Frenkie de Jong come to Manchester United? If it was just Manchester United, and I've said this before, then he wouldn't come because there's better options for him. The only reason that Frenkie de Jong is coming to Manchester United is because Erik ten Hag is in situ, and he is literally trying to make the biggest sell ever in terms of this project. There's rumours flying around, and we covered it on other shows before, about him telling Frenkie de Jong that, you know what, we're looking to bounce straight back into the Champions League, and we feel like you will be the leader within that. You will be the main signing, the significant signing of the summer, and would be the leader in the march for Manchester United getting back to the Champions League, whether that be a top 4 finish, unlikely for me, or a Europa League, more realistic, and in my opinion, of when United are going to get back up there. That's how you've got to sell it. That's why Frenkie de Jong would want to come to Manchester United, not because of Manchester United, not at all. And the myth of Manchester United still having this pulling power, well, like I said before, with players that are leaving, why, and other players actually looking at coming to United, and like the super chat just said then, why would you come to Manchester United? Other players are going to be looking at what's happened to the likes of Donny, Pogba, Cavani. I mean, Cavani, different story, but you know what, Jesse Lingard, and the fallout at Manchester United. Players talk. It's quite simple. So you look at it and you go, this is why Ten Hag's job is very, very difficult, and he's got a big, big task on his hand in terms of getting that quality of player. If Frenkie de Jong is willing to come to Manchester United, that alone should trigger the powers that be at United to go, this is Ten Hag's number one target. Get the money on the table, make the bid impossible for Barcelona to turn down, and get it done. Yeah, there goes a lot of your budget, but then go and do your job and make some money elsewhere. Maybe actually put United back in the Champions League so we can recoup that money in terms of revenue from the Champions League. You know what I mean? Barcelona have turned down MUFC 60 million offer for Frenkie de Jong. United made the offer knowing it was likely to be rejected, but are ready to return with an improved bid. What's that going to be then? 70? And then still be 30 short? Oh, just get the deal done. I know it's easier said than done, but this summer is different to summers gone before. You're not dealing with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer now. You're not dealing with someone who you can just say, look, we're thinking of this player. What do you think sort of suits us? We're going to buy him. We're going to sign him anyway, but do you think you could make it fit? You can't talk like that anymore. That doesn't work at Manchester. This is a complete reboot. This is a man in Ten Hag coming in with his team that is restructuring Manchester United. And if you want the fans on board and you want bums on seats, not selling cup season tickets like you are doing right now, Manchester, cup season tickets. Oh, yeah, let's invest money to go and get season tickets, seats for the Carabao FA Cup and Europa League. That's what United are selling. No, here's an idea. Why don't you do your jobs and actually act like a football club? Maybe raise some money from elsewhere instead of stinging the fans for once. Because we're the ones who are sitting through this crap week in, week out. So why don't you go and raise some money elsewhere, do what you're good at, and invest it in what the manager wants? You know, the man you've put in charge of football matters at this football club, because ultimately it is a football club. And the only reason you get these sponsorship deals and these big bonuses is because of what this football club has produced before on the pitch, which is good, flowing football, entertaining football. And you know what? Go and look back at the old blueprint that made United what it was and why you bought them and why you made so much money out of them, instead of going around it completely different in terms of this is a business and we're looking at the commercial side of things rather than where you can really make money. This is an interesting fact for the powers that be at United. You know what? If the club is successful on the pitch, you make more money. There you go. You know what I mean? It's quite simple. And the man who's going to make things more successful on the pitch is the man in charge in the dugout. You know what? Back him. Give him some money to buy the player that he wants that will take you back there. Then you can attract all these new sponsorship deals. Maybe you could bring in the money like what Liverpool and City has from Champions League revenues. Because let's not forget, that's all changing in a couple of years as well, and that's going to go up. But you've got to be in it. You've still got to be in it to earn it. And you know what? It's like the wages that we've saved in terms of the players that have released so far, what, 50 million's worth. Why don't you structure that into transfer dealings? You know what I mean? Them players that have left are going to contribute and did contribute pretty much jack shit, excuse my French, for this team last season. So you've not lost anything there. So why don't you reinvest that fully straight back into this team? Because you're going to attract more money. You're going to attract more fans. You may even be able to redevelop the stadium if you're successful on the pitch. That's what's important. And the statements that keep coming out of this football club, every single quarterly terms that come out financially is our goal is to be successful on the pitch. That is what our main goal is. Bollocks. But you, you know what I mean? Super chat from Java. Cheers for that, buddy. City and Liverpool didn't spend up to $1 million per player during their rebuilds. Neither should we. Manchester United right now should be looking at going, right, okay, forget about the shiny new toy that's on the shelf. Let's put some pieces, let's put some cogs in the machine that actually make it run, that get you to that stage where City and Liverpool are now, where we just lost Aguero the season before. We need a striker. We just missed out on Champions League. We won the league. It's not too bad. Dreamland for United right now. But we want to go one step further. Every other little cog is in place. And you look at it, look what Pep Guardiola did. He weren't well-known, marquee, world-class signings. They just bought very, very good players that they knew, and what them sporting directors knew what Pep Guardiola needed, players that they knew that he could develop and make better. And every single player that's come in with Pep Guardiola that's won something has got better. I mean, you look at the players that they bought in when he first came in. They changed the keeper. No one knew who it was. They bought in centre-backs. They bought in full-backs. You're talking the likes of Zinchenko. I mean, Kyle Walker. These are not household names. These are not like world class, like marquee signings that Manchester United look to go and throw in the team just to fix a whole problem. No, they build up. They put the smaller pieces in place, and now they're in a position to go and get Haaland. Now they're in a position to say, look, there we go. That is a final piece of our jigsaw puzzle. Núñez, if Mane goes from Liverpool, there you go. Boom, straight in, no problem. Easily affordable. But you know why? Because Liverpool actually earned the money to buy Núñez with Champions League revenues, with a decent wage structure, and the sale of another player who has given them everything and now moved on after winning everything with the club. You know what I mean? That's how you do it. That's how a football club is run. And look at them. Stadiums going up and up, redevelopment, infrastructure at Liverpool is getting better and better. They literally are where we was before we really started to hit our straps. Now they're just simmering on the surface of taking their club to the next level. We're miles behind. If Hag wants 100 million signing, he's not the right man. If he wants 100 million signing, that's from Drew. I disagree with that one, mate. It's not him who makes the price tags. It's not him who's been thrown at the deep end with half his squad being rinsed, and he's having to try and take Manchester United back to the top four or wherever his success is for this football club. It's not down to him to name them prices on these players. It's not him. If he wants the player, then it's down to the club to get that player in. So, I mean, look at Manchester United. What did we just lose in terms of play in first team players? If you count Greenwood, no. Greenwood, Cavani, two strikers gone. Pogba, Matic, 2 first-team midfielders gone. And you're looking at Mata, Lingard, 2 fringe players gone there. So if he needs a player to come in, then whatever the price is, the club have got to get that done. And they're going to have to back him. Is there anyone out there right now that of a lesser price is going to come in and change Manchester United? No. So what is United's plan? If it is Frenkie de Jong and that is the one signing that Ten Hag wants, then you go out, you make sure you get that one done and dusted. Then you have to act like a football club. Then you have to play a bit of Moneyball, maybe. Bring in the players that work. Do you know what I mean? Look at the players you've got. Make something work there. Bring in a youth player for the new 5 sub rule coming in next year to help in terms of like the Mata and the Lingard that have left. Because they're then players who are going to replace in that sort of side of this team. But what it all boils down to is this football club, we know it isn't run as a proper football club. It's run as a business. We know that. No one's deluded in thinking we are up there in terms of how a football club should be run. Liverpool and City's blueprint is leading the way right now. But what this football club is arrogant to the fact that they have been overtaken by City and Liverpool, and they won't accept it. And that's proven in the way that they've got rid of Ralph Rangnick this summer. They don't want anyone else going in there and upsetting the apple cart of how this club has run for the last decade, which is shambolic. And all it's doing is lining the wallets of the people and the power people at this football club. There's an arrogance within Manchester United that we are doing the right thing. They won't accept that they have been defeated off the pitch. They're being overtaken, revenue terms. Now, Manchester United always used to lead the way. We used to be the best at everything. We used to have the best stadium. We used to have the best gate revenues. We used to have everything. Now we're being caught up. We used to laugh at Manchester City because of the council house, the free rent and everything like that, and just being bought out by oil money. But City's revenues are not too far away from Manchester United's now. They've been overtaken in the business and commercial side of things as well. And they're still sat there on their asses doing absolutely nothing about it. Another super chat from Jaro. Cheers for that, buddy, mate. Let's just read this one out. There are tons of players out there, but we got rid of one guy who understands recruitment, hence the usual glamour signings. To be honest, I don't see Frenkie de Jong as a glamour signing personally. I've said this before and everyone ripped into me about it. He's there at Barcelona. I just look at Frenkie de Jong as one of the midfield dynamos that saw Ajax on one of Ajax's best seasons over the last 5 years, which was the one that made it to the semi-finals. There is a chance for Manchester United to reunite that midfield, which was so good in Donny van der Beek and Frenkie de Jong. If we can sign Frenkie de Jong, then we are uniting one of the most electric midfielders that there was that season. Yeah, and you can say, yeah, you're thinking back to how it was. There's no guarantee that is going to work again. But yeah, look at what we tried before and it's not worked. Look at something that did work before and know that there's a possibility that you could bring that back. We know what Frenkie brings. We know what Donny brings. We know what they bring together. And that, more importantly, is backing the manager for me. Yet there's a chance Donny might not come back to where he was. Frenkie de Jong might not make it in the Premier League, but look at the players that have failed before and how we've approached it before. This is a player that the manager wants. This is a player that the manager knows works for him and will work with the likes of a Donny. If you look at the players who are in this Manchester United team now, for me, I look at it, I go, Bruno, yeah, if you curb that enthusiasm and erraticness, there's a player there that will run through brick walls for you. Ten Hag will work with that. Ronaldo will be on board. He will be the leader. You get Frenkie, you get Donny, players who already know the system. Maybe you get a Timber in. It's a whole spine of a team there. And the stature of them players that I just mentioned and how they're on board with everything going forward, with all the coaching staff that Ten Hag is bringing in, there is your stability line right there, right down the middle. And if everyone else can start seeing that within the squad and jump on board with it, then it turns around a bit quicker than what we all thought it would. It's important that Ten Hag gets what he needs. Forget about Manchester United right now. Players are not coming to Manchester United, right? If they're coming to Manchester United, then they're coming for me, they are coming for the money. It's as simple as that. Because who is Manchester United right now? This is a team that hasn't won the league for a decade, not been anywhere near the Champions League for just as long, not won a trophy for 5 years. Living in the past is what Manchester United are right now. So if a player's coming to Manchester United for Manchester United, then you know it's not going to work. If they're coming to Manchester United for Ten Hag, that's when you know there's something a bit different. Frenkie de Jong would only come to Manchester United simply because of Ten Hag. That's it. And that for me is enough. That means that man is going to run for that manager. He's going to play for that manager. He's going to give everything for that manager. Super chat from William Turner. Cheers for that. But United are arrogant. This club doesn't learn from their mistakes. Who in their right mind will get rid of Ranić? Exactly. Now we lose Nunes, who I hope flops. Yeah, we all hope that he flops somewhere else. But right now in silly season, transfer window season, you're sort of looking at it, hoping that United can make their mark. But that just falls into what I've just said there. Manchester United aren't the force that we once was. We have to build that back up again. Don't act like the arrogant idiots that we are doing right now. In terms of saying, we'll just go and splash this out on this player. We'll put a big social media post out. It looked great. We'll just send out some tweets like they have done, just spin it a little bit, make it look like we're busy. Don't do that. Just act like the Manchester United of old that actually got you to where you are right now. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking at. Go get what Ten Hag wants. Give him what he needs. Give him the tools he needs. Then you've got no fan will give you any aggro because you've backed the manager. You did it for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in terms of the amount of money that you gave him. Now do it for Ten Hag. I've said it before. If you give Ten Hag the amount of money and a player for every position like this football club gave to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I guarantee we'd still be hovering around and improving. Not having a one-off season under COVID with no fans where we got away with murder and finished second. We would have possibly a third or fourth finish, consistent seasons, looking like the team is improving and getting closer to Manchester City. Because let's not forget how far behind we were from Manchester City. In that season, we finished second. It's only because Liverpool had an absolute nightmare fall-off season that we got that position. And they still only finished a couple of points behind us even after that. Because we just completely curtailed again, as we always do at the end of the season. CJ with Super Chat, United are slower than transfers. We can't expect anything else. No, we can't, mate. No, that's the reality of it all. We're very slow. I can't remember the last season where we actually hit the ground running in the pre-season and got players done and dusted. I think I was talking to someone the other day. I think remember back to a Fergie year when it was it Phil Jones, Ashley Young, and David De Gea. It was like bang, 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 and then Tom Cleverley had a blinder of a Charity Shield, and we didn't sign Wesley Schneider. And we all remember that one, don't we? We remember. But yeah, in terms of where this club is at right now, how we're moving forward, let's see. If they get Frenkie done, then very good. I know there's other positions that need sorting. Definitely a forward of some sort, another creative player in the forward line. Let's not forget, we're losing Greenwood and we're losing Cavani. We've lost Lingard, you could say Matter, even in that role. Yeah, I know Donny's coming back, but you can't rely on Garnacho just to come into this mess. And I'm all for integrating a few of the youth, but that would be, like I said, the Matters, Lingards, these types of players need to be replaced with the Garnachos, the Garners, or someone like that. You know what I mean? The Fernandez, that sort of player. And then you need to fill the other gaps of the first team players that have left. The Matic, the Pogba, Cavani, Greenwood. These players, that's what's missing from this first team right now. It's like half a team is missing right now. First team players. That's what we need to be spending in transfer market right now. Forget about the fringe players. We've got enough coming through right now for this season. Maybe you can look at that. But right now we need 3 or 4 first team players to come straight into this team. And that's where the worry with the fans is. I can see it in the comments. Everyone's saying it's exactly what we're worried about. It's the fact that we're going to be starting this season way behind everybody else again because we've not improved. We've not given the coach time in pre-season. Jeff Scott with a super chat. If we pay over the odds again, nothing has changed. Same old shite. Different season. Hope I'm wrong. I can feel your pain, mate. I know it's easy to say that. I mean, we are going to have to pay over the odds for certain players to get that quality in that we're missing from the likes of Matic, Pogba, Cavani, Greenwood, like I just said. We need a right inverted winger, no left-footed winger in the squad. It's an absolute joke. Says Yarif. Yeah, this is what I mean. There's so many different areas of this team that need to be replaced and needs work on. I don't honestly know if Ten Hag can turn any of this current squad around in terms of how bad he was last year. Has Ten Hag got it in him? We won't know until pre-season starts and the season gets going. But one thing we do know is we have lost too many first team players, and that is a fact. We cannot just expect this squad to go in and hit the ground running. If we didn't sign players this summer and we didn't spend over the odds money, like the comments said there, then this fan base is going to have to be incredibly patient, because Ten Hag, as good a coach as he is, isn't going to be able to perform that miracle. He's not. And for me, I think he's up against it. I think we all feared for him when he came in, that this club and the way it is in transfer windows. I think we're seeing a little bit of that now. I'm still not completely down and out yet. There's time. I know there's time. I would just like at least 2 or 3 in before we go out on tour. There's obviously that rumour about Barcelona needing that certain payment in before the end of the month. Will that mean that United will chance their arm in terms of this Frenkie de Jong in this bidding war that we're apparently in? One person in Howard Nurse says no bid. Romano says United have made an initial bid. Who do you want to believe? I don't know. To be honest, I believe no one right now. But like I think if someone said earlier on, actually, it was Damashev on Sky Sports said United have to be looking at other midfielders options. Yeah, we should have been looking at Kamara on a free transfer who's gone to Villa. Should have been looking at these players. All the other clubs have started moving, but where were we? And we all knew it was the biggest pre-season ever, biggest transfer window ever. New manager, everyone leaving. Why are we so slow? And people say window's just opened. Yeah, but Villa are moving, City are moving, Liverpool have already moved. Everyone around us is moving. It's only Chelsea because they literally can't yet, and they're just trying to finalise everything in terms of the ownership that hasn't. But, I mean, come on, United, seriously. You're kidding no one. And I think this week has finished with the biggest spin session ever in terms of what's been leaked out. It'll be a quiet weekend. I hope they could just pass a few more days. Expect some sort of announcement regarding something else, new shirt sort of leak or anything like that. With United, they just try and cover up everything, but this is it. Move on to a weekend. God knows what's going to happen next week. Like I said, no excuse now. Transfer window's open. But guys, cheers for tuning in. That is the end of the show. The Frenkie de Jong update is there. If you believe it or not, the other thing I'm believing from it is Barcelona will try and rinse us for as much money as possible. In terms of where we're at with the bid, if we have a bid, in fact, take it with a pinch of salt. I don't think there's anything there just yet. It doesn't take long to put a bid on the table. We know that United will contractually get the deal done with the player in no time, because we love to waste money on wages, don't we? For some reason, we just can't handle that bidding process. I don't know what it is. Mate, why don't you just go all out on actually buying the player and then saving some money on wages? Maybe that's the way to go forward. I don't know. But anyway, that's United for you. Guys, cheers for tuning in. As always, enjoy your weekend. I'll be back later this weekend as well. So have a good one. I will see you then. Don't forget to like the video on your way out. Subscribe to United Stand. And hopefully we've got more concrete offers and news coming next week or over the coming days. But for now, everyone, cheers for watching. Good night. Have a good one. Bye-bye.